Did you know our world is running out of sand? I know how that sounds. Sand is everywhere. It's on every beach, in every desert, basically endless. But the kind of sand we actually need? That's a different story. And we're burning through it faster than the planet can make more. Sand is the second most used natural resource on Earth, right after water. It's in the concrete of every building, every road, every bridge. It's in glass, in asphalt, even in the silicon chips inside your phone. Modern civilization is basically built out of sand. Here's the number that sounds made up but isn't. Humans use about 50 billion tons of sand and gravel every single year. That's enough to build a wall, several stories tall, stretching all the way around the entire planet, every single year. So why don't we just scoop sand out of the desert? Here's the twist. Desert sand is useless for construction. Wind erosion makes desert grains too smooth and round. They don't lock together. Builders need rough, angular grains, the kind only found in riverbeds, lake beds, and coastlines. And here's the part that makes this a real crisis. It takes thousands of years for rock to erode into usable sand. We're extracting it at roughly 3 times the speed nature can replace it. It's not a renewable resource on any timescale that matters to us. Because real sand is getting scarce, it's become valuable enough to steal. In countries like India, Morocco, and Indonesia, illegal sand mining is run by organized crime, so-called sand mafias. Riverbeds get stripped overnight, and journalists who expose it have faced violence. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's reshaping land itself. In Southeast Asia's Mekong Delta, so much sand has been dredged from the river that the delta is sinking. Saltwater is creeping into farmland that used to be fertile. Singapore has grown its landmass by over 20% over the decades, almost entirely with imported sand. It's the world's largest sand importer per capita. So much sand has been bought from neighboring countries that several of them have banned sand exports entirely to protect their own coastlines. You don't need to live near a beach for this to matter. Sand scarcity quietly raises the price of concrete, of new homes, of roads and bridges everywhere. In the U.S. alone, the price of sand and gravel has more than quintupled since the 1970s. It's a hidden tax on basically everything we build. The good news, people are racing to find substitutes. Researchers are testing concrete made from crushed recycled rubble, volcanic ash, even ground-up coffee waste and shredded plastic. None of these can fully replace river sand yet, but they're starting to chip away at the demand. So the next time you walk past a beach and think, there's so much sand, it could never run out, remember, it's not the sand on the beach that's disappearing. It's the sand underneath everything we build. The most ordinary material on Earth turned out to be a lot more limited than anyone assumed. If that surprised you, that's exactly why I make these. The most important stuff is usually hiding in plain sight. Subscribe if you want more Did You Know deep dives and let me know in the comments. Had you ever heard of the sand shortage before this?